This is the type of video that your favorite YouTuber would hide behind the paywall, and if you really pay attention to what I'm saying today, you could be saving yourself 2 to 3 years of just trial and error. So pay attention real close and be prepared, it's gonna be a longer video of mine. Basically what I'm trying to achieve with this video, I'm gonna be showing you today how I approach analyzing all the channels and how they perform, what I look out for, what you can possibly achieve with YouTube Studio and with the data that you're provided, basically you're uploading regularly. So there's just gonna be a lot of talking. Make sure you have a notebook or something to take notes, because I'm gonna be going over a lot of stuff today. So when I first open YouTube Studio, I just look on the latest video and what's the trend, what's going on. That's the brief overview what has been happening recently. When I see a lot of green color, that's always nice. As we can see, this channel has been performing quite nice recently, and the first thing I can see that's a good sign we have the ranking by views quite high. Also 30 views in 2 hours, that's a respectable amount of views. The first thing that comes to mind when I just see this screen without going any further, I see an outlier, which is this video, this splurge type beat trap house 2, and this has 5 times the amount of views this video has. So let's just click and analyze it. The first important thing that we can see right away is this big white text right in front of us, which is how viewers found this video. And if we got this YouTube recommendations up next, YouTube home, that's a really good sign, because this signs to us that our channel is basically performing good. So this is actually a really good sign. YouTube is recommending our videos to other people. Also here, browse features, playlist, director unknown. This is this browse features, that's also a good sign, but as we can see, this is not really represented here as well. 130 views isn't really anything to write home about. We cannot do any crazy analysis with that, but that's just a good sign, good outlier that we can focus on. And let's see, kind of sucks to be honest with you, usually for this type of niche, splurge type beats isn't going much higher than that, except if you do this stupid intros and but it's acceptable. This is an outlier, this video is an outlier, and the AVD is low. What this says to you, that this doesn't have to be always high. That high amount of views factors from many different things currently, and focusing on AVD and CTR isn't the most important thing in the world. Also here, an important tab, you see impressions, click-through rate is not that nice as well, but 2k impressions for this channel is actually quite nice. And also here we have I like this tab more, it really represents better what I was just talking previously. And here, content suggesting this video actually provides us with good information, like push IST type beat, Hurricane Wisdom, that's maybe not the best one, but splurge type beat and push IST type beat, those are the type beats that are related to our videos. So that does mean that we are doing something good if the similar, if our video is being recommended from the similar beats in this niche. Taking this a little bit further, as you can see, previous trending stuff on my videos were gun photos on basically all of the beats, but maybe that is a sign to change the photos to this one with where is this guy, posted up with money and the SRT behind him. And you have to really think what you could be seeing the patterns, you know, firstly I see the car is black, his outfit is black, he's hiding the face behind the money spread, and the photo is in the night. So for example, what may be the case, it don't have to be, but what may be the case why these videos aren't reaching in the same amount of views, it's because this is a daytime, even though we have similarities here. So this is a young man posted up with the SRT as well. People might not want to click on that video because of that. Also, we can see this kind of darker photos are having also good views here. So maybe that's a pattern, that's a possibility, but that's just like one case. I might be wrong, this is just my speculation, and you have to also, because let me just run you through this. This is not guaranteed, like always with statistics. You can make an educated guess based on what you can see. And as a producer, as a YouTuber, you have to be good in recognizing patterns when what works and what doesn't, and basing your decisions off of it. Okay. Here we have a different channel of mine and like a different kind of analysis that I would like to go through. So here we have like very good statistics, and even though I have over a minute of AVD and like crazy CTR, which is like 17%, it doesn't fucking matter, because like I said previously, doesn't like it helps, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get like crazy views. And currently it's like, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's like sinusoids. Like this is going here and here and here, and currently like this channel is in this down state, so I'm just waiting for it to blow up again. But we can take an opportunity and look through here. So like if I were a grifter and like wanted you to sell on this idea of looking AVD, CTR, blah blah blah, like I would say that look, okay, crazy like numbers here, that doesn't really matter currently. One thing from experience I would not recommend you doing is obsessing over the views, because it would lead to bad decisions and your decision making will be very emotional. So I recommend you to check like in a span of like each 3-5 days to check the views. And very nice tool which I can show you here is latest content. If you go to analytics and then overview, you can see here like the latest 10 beats from last 10 days upload daily, and which I strongly recommend you do. So let's just run through, let's just click on videos and see 75 views, CTR 10%, that's a bad result for this channel. AVD is okay, let's just find a good example. Like here, this is like quite nice CTR and AVD, so maybe we could just like listen to this beat and see what was good about it, what that people made it to like minute or so listening. And also like it shows us that the thumbnails choice was also good. Okay, but like here, for example, we have 200 views, which for the latest results is actually quite nice. And we have strong AVD, strong CTR, so this is like an example we could take it through and actually look what was going on. So this video is also being recommended. Here we have channel pages, subscriptions, feed, YouTube search, which also means that we are popping out when people look for those exact keywords, and also just looking through the impressions actually quite low. Yeah, and here actually looking through we have 3 results which are showing that this same exact keyword are being like, our video is being shown on the same exact keyword 3 times in out of 5, so that's a really good result. So even though what's my point basically with that, like you can see this channel has been going crazy, like 350k views, 60k, 50k, like 30k, and now 200 views, 300, so basically flatline. What I'm trying to say, it's not the best idea to look like just on the best results. You should focus on the trend. So if we have here a solid trend. If you are new to the Thai beat game, you might just wonder like, what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But what I see here is actually a good pattern, and like we can see, it's still good for me to use like I'm trying different thumbnails, but it's still good for me to use like videos like girls with cars, which has been a pattern for this channel. Yeah, like most popular videos feature like girl cars, like modern fits. So even though we have a couple different, like here 700 views is quite strong, what I'm trying to say is just you have to look for the patterns and then focus your input on that, because that's gonna make your channel grow hell lot of faster than you can imagine, right? This is the one like I'm gonna feature really quickly, really briefly talk over it, but this is quite an advanced strategy which might You might not want to do this at first, but just take this in mind. So this is like quite a leap I took because I had a channel in mind, but it wasn't going really well. Like you see, those beats were like previously it was doing okay, 200, 300, but it wasn't going anywhere. But I switched the keywords from ihateinvain X lucky type beat to the one I knew would perform based off my different channel, to Icy Twat X Memphis, and like this old school Memphis funk like cover arts from the like older CDs. And look on the results, like each video has at least 200, like 150, 200 views with the videos like after 2 weeks. Let me see where it was, like 400, right? Which is almost 2x considering previous results. Like currently, if we scroll where it was, yeah, I think that was the highest one. Like, yeah, but let me just go to the YouTube studio on that one. You see the engagement really, because that is also an important thing. So the engagement, as for the likes and comments, it is really important for selling bits actually, not the views only. Because if people engage, and I've seen that on my different channels, I have seen a spike in sales where the people engage more with my content. So if you have like a channel which has really crazy views but low likes and comments, that's quite a bad sign in my opinion, like in my experience. So this channel, even though it doesn't have like crazy numbers like 1k, 2k, it might have in like a month or so. What I was seeing, the channels with like engagement like this tend to rise quite fast. So we will see if I'm right or not. Lastly, I just wanted to go over briefly with my last strategy, which I'm currently like doing for my main channel and try not to revive, because I was doing for the longest time Crystal Castles beats, and I'm like switching niches on that one, but that's like a quite topic for a different video. But here you can see like variety of different titles, where on the previous channels I was sticking to just one. Here I'm just actually doing, it requires a separate video to be honest, but just to briefly go over this. If you have an underground keyword which is like rising in popularity, which isn't like on an established one with like young Nadi plus Lucky, like for example, you can take Plug Boy Max type beat or Jerk type beat. Those keywords have huge flexibility. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes you just can invent a keyword by yourself, and this is also like quite advanced, but you can just honestly YOLO it and it might work. For example, this is actually funny because the most like viewed videos on my channel, like this was a different era, right? But you see, what is this keyword? Like Brutalismus 3000 plus strength plus sample type beat. This is like you wouldn't imagine, like, right, people searching for that. Or Yabujin plus Crystal Castles type beat, and those were like my most abused keywords for a longest time. Also like Crystal Castles and techno rave, and then like those are quite bizarre combinations. But if you have a channel that is situated in an underground niche, you can actually do this. So just try it, have fun with that, because this is quite interesting how sometimes like those thing works. But I don't recommend that on the more popular keywords, where it rather is just kind of strict, but you have to like identify. If you struggle to with any of that, if you need better explanation, in the description are my socials. You can contact me anytime. If you want to work one-on-one, contact me, DM on Instagram or on my mail. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I'm gonna be creating a hell of a lot more like this one. Bye.